tutti sanno il nome, ora tutti sanno.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, we've kind of waited and waited for this team to come together and start producing. It hasn't happened, and now we've gotten pretty deep into it. And tonight it's a race of thoroughbreds, two clubs that can go end position.
And what does that mean?
Do it.
Okay. All right.
THT, HTDI.
Oh,
whoa.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble down. Be humble. Sit down.
2K Soil broadcast from Arizona. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan, our sideline reporter. Looking at for the Cavaliers, the Nuggets. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all there. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
Tell you what, more in the basketball, especially games.
Yeah, it was robotic. All the came in razor sharp precision on the offensive end.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, when Devin Booker's father finished his playing career in Europe, Devin, who was then 15, moved from Michigan to Mississippi. It was the best ever. I was a student of the game, but I never understood the grind. He instilled that, and it stuck with me. Kevin?
And that kind of toughness is crucial to have at a young age. Thanks, D.A. And coming up fast, the All-Star break. Brent, we talk about how that gives players a chance to rest up. How valuable do you think that really is?
Well, I think it's important, Kev, that it's active rest and that you do something during the break. The league has now extended the All-Star break for players, so it's even more imperative that they do that. But the mental rest is huge. Just to get away, spend time with friends and family, refresh yourself, especially if you're a team that's got a chance to play in the postseason. Get ready for that run, and it's on.
Boys, nice nine.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Baldwin. And it's Rubio in at the point guard position. Now here's James. Clock at 6. And stolen by Knight. Shoots over Rubio. Second chance shot. Good on the bucket.
It always feels good to get on the board first.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting contest. If you look at the competitive matchups out there tonight, we're in store for a good one.
Now here's LeBron. Love right side. And Shumpert kicks to Baldwin. Connects from three-point range. Baldwin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Shumpert against Booker. Pass to Knight. Here's Crowder. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Jumps up, and James throws it down.
Love how quickly the King got out there. The first 2 steps getting that break started.
So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Nuggets. They set the pick. Pass to Zizic. Rubio against Knight. Crowder from outside. Traps in the tray.
You really have to challenge him when he lines up from deep, or he's going to bury you.
The pass to Baldwin. And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. Back to Shumpert. The dish now to Rubio. Down low. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. 5 on the clock. LeBron dishes to Love. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Booker outside. Passes it to Chris. Back to Booker. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
If Booker's that close, the D is done for. He can't let a good scorer like that get whatever he wants, especially on the inside.
Baldwin the pass to Rubio. Cans it from downtown. Rubio's got his first 3 points of the game.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Suns shooting their first free throw of the contest. And the technical free throw is good. And the Cavs' big 3 completed with the trade of #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that trade.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Love. Here's Baldwin. And it's Zizic with the rebound.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
Here's Zizic. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. Here's a screen by Chris. A steal. Here's Baldwin. Defended by Crowder. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it. The fast break chance.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. And when you look at Jay Crowder, he kind of bridges that gap between role player / star player. The numbers might not wow you, but his tough play at both ends of the court is extremely valuable.
And both free throws good from Crowder.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
Baldwin kicks to James. Inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Greg, wouldn't you agree? Crowder clearly one of the best in the NBA in defending.
Without question. I mean, this guy guards 3 positions every night. And the combination of strength, quick feet, and then the quick hands make him a problem.
Last time the Suns saw postseason basketball was back in 2010. This team knows that the next step for them in the rebuilding process is to get back to competitive level of play. These Suns fans are certainly not used to not seeing postseason basketball in the desert.
Here's Baldwin. And another miss by Cleveland.
Got to get out of his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
Knight kicks to Booker. Pass to Zizic. Unable to get that one. And Cleveland the other way now. And the Suns, they've had so much success as a franchise, Brent, for so long. This is actually their longest playoff drought in team history.
Yeah, they've had a ton of playoff consistency, and they were unlucky to not ever have won a title, especially during the years with Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire, and when Grant Hill was added to that roster. great talent and a great style under Mike D'Antoni. All those teams came up a little bit short. Now they've got a young roster that's trying to get back to try and experience and taste what it's like to be in those kind of games.
Here's Knight after Cleveland got the 3-point. Booker outside. Jumper off the screen. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rob. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Outside Knight. It's Crowder on the wing. Puts up a 3. No good on that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Here's Baldwin. Coming off a solid outing against Denver. And Rubio kicks to Love. Back to Rubio. LeBron against Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Pass to Baldwin. That's in there. Love with the assist. Baldwin's got 10 points in the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Kicks it out to Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
See all the responsibilities that LeBron James has. He is their leader. I'd like to see him get it to the open teammate. He does that often.
Now here's Crowder. He's got 5. Knight into the lane. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Here's Baldwin. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Rubio against Knight. And there's the pass to Zizic. From past the arc. Chris can't hit. Cleveland leading by 7. Rubio in the corner. They set the pick. The drive by James. Score the basket. His 2nd of 2 attempts.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Here's a screen by Chris. Crowder kicks to Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Well, Chris and his size, along with his speed, make him a tough guard in the pick and roll. If he gets off that screen quickly, he's very agile.
Crowder against LeBron. Crowder dishes to Knight. Now here's Crowder. 5 points in the game. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Man, he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, really trying to sell it out there, but the official just, he ain't buying.
Phoenix making some changes. Horford comes in for Zizic. And it's Jackson in for Marquise Chris. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Curry's checked in. Here's Baldwin. 14 points for him. Left side, Love. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
There's the screen. Knight passes to Jackson. Back to Knight. Horford with the screen on Love. The 10-footer. And the rejection by Love. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. The Cavaliers, number 1.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end. And you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Now here's Curry. Brandon Knight missing his last shot. Curry kicks to Noel. Back to Curry. Parker outside. And Noel kicks to Curry. Rebound by the Suns.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Feeds to Bender. Jackson from long range. Rebounded by Howard. The Cavaliers on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. Parker drives in. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kicks it to Ulis. Picked by Horford. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Curry dishes to Howard. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's an 11-point Cleveland lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And it's Bender, top of the key. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. Here's Horford. Rebounded by Howard.
And somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Horford. And Dwight Howard, the first pick overall in the 2004 draft. At his peak, he won the Defensive Player of the Year award in 3 consecutive seasons. And Brent, he's the only one.
I think you have to at some point just realize what it is that Dwight Howard has been for the length of his career. A lot of people had tremendous expectations that he was going to dominate offensively. It's just not been the case. He has led the league in rebounding 6 times. He's been an 8-time All-Star and will probably end up being in the Hall of Fame.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Phoenix shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And Brent, he went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
And here is Parker after Josh Jackson hitting the 3. There's the feed to Noel. It's Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And here is Ulis coming in off a 10-point game in his last outing. Bender with the screen for Horford. There's Jackson with the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. 20 seconds left in the first. Curry with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The chosen one. Parker outside. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. The passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Cavaliers lead by 10. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
Suns trail by 10. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, you've got the chosen one. Curry is out there with Tony Parker. Then there's Howard. And it's Noel in at the power forwards position.
You really cannot afford Horford any open space from the mid-range.
Picked off in midair. And now the Suns, a fast break. Jackson's got the ball. kept alive. Goes up again and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
Hey, Greg, when you watch Josh Jackson play, it's easy to see that he can eventually be one of the best defenders in the league if he works at it.
The blocks and steals, I think, will always be there for Jackson with that length. As he progresses as a player, though, he should improve in the little things. It reminds you a bit of a young Andre Iguodala at times with how explosive he can be athletically.
Horford, no luck.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Howard. Rebound by the Suns. Bender's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Osman, guarded by Curry. Outside Jackson. Dishes to Horford. 6 to shoot. Jackson a screen on Curry. The turnaround, and it comes off the front of the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 8. And Noel kicks to Parker. And Howard has it in the corner. Parker passes to Noel. There's a screen by Noel. Cleveland moving the ball around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And now it's a 10-point Cavalier lead. Now Ulis looking for his first basket still in this one. The dish to Bender. From deep. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Parker in the corner. And another 3 for Cleveland.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Bender with the screen for Jackson. Picked by Horford. Looking to end the run. Jackson misses.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Suns trail by 16. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. So many naturally born playmakers and natural-born scorers who have learned to become playmakers. It's kind of an interesting topic. Who do you think right now tops that list?
One guy that's pretty peculiar in that sense, I think, Kevin, is Jeff Teague. You know, so many years of success in Atlanta, but it was built around this team and the system and the fragility of what it was that those guys could do and needed to do for that team to win. I think that Jeff Teague has made himself into a much better playmaker in the NBA.
That's tipped. On the wing, Jackson. And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Chris, he's checked in for Al Horford. Outside Jackson. There's the pick. 5 to shoot. There's a screen by Chris. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Cavaliers.
And boy, they've been producing points both inside and out. That kind of symmetry offensively is a great sign, and it's correlated with their early success.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Brandon Knight comes in for Ulis. Booker the pass to Zizic. The drive by Booker. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Passes it to Noel. And stolen by Chris. Here's Booker. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Booker focused on scoring right there. Even under duress, Booker finding a way to sink a very tough shot.
Curry dishes to Howard. And it's blocked. But they get it back. And Noel kicks to Curry. Here's Daniels. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Daniels has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Over to the wing. Puts up a 3. Count it. And the Cavalier lead has been cut down to 14 points now in the basket from Chris.
Quick decision-making from Marquise Chris. Fantastic at knowing when to shoot off the pass.
Pass to the chosen one. Back to Daniels. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Here's Curry. He's got 5. Howard with a screen on Knight. Curry passes to Howard, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
He's just such a specimen out there, Dwight Howard. A physically imposing presence on both ends of the floor.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Suns. Suns trail by 16. There's a screen by Chris. Booker with no one around. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the wing right side. Here's Howard. Oh!
Yeah, no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. And the Suns call time.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
And Booker kicks to Chris. Back to Booker. There's a screen by Chris. 6 to shoot from outside the arc. And James pulls it down. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 17-5 run here. Love with the screen on Crowder. James dishes to Love. The kick out to Crowder. Offline with his 3.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Baldwin, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Knight with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Knight passes to Zizic. Crowder kicks to Chris. Chris with another miss. The Cavaliers leading by 20. Pass to Daniels. Off target from 3-point range. Phoenix has gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Crowder, the pass to Zizic. Rubio against Knight. 4 on the shot clock. That's good from Chris on the assist by Knight. Chris has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the confidence of Marquise Chris continues to grow from that range.
Here's Baldwin. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, we all know, Bright, you grew up in a real basketball environment. What affected watching your dad and competing against your brothers and being in that conversation at the dinner table have on the development of your playing style?
Well, I think first and foremost what comes to mind, Kevin, is just competing. And it wasn't just competing at basketball. It was wiffle ball in the backyard, soccer in the fall, baseball in the spring, Monopoly during the weekends. So anything we could get our hands on that had to do with the game. Yeah, it was about that competition.
And what do you do now in retirement? What do you find to stimulate that competitive side?
Well, I beat my kids in Monopoly, I could tell you that.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, there are numerous ways to build a lead, but owning the glass may be one of the best.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Knight. The pass to Zizic. Over Love. No good from Zizic. Cleveland leading by 20. LeBron kicks to Daniels. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Baldwin. Covered by Chris. Lets it go with the three. And it's LeBron James with the three. James has got 7 points in the game.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Timeout called. The Suns. Ramon Shumpert has checked in for Troy Daniels. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. The Cavaliers, number 1.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
For 3, Booker. That one, no good. Shumpert with some nice D. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Kevin Love. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. First in rebounding, first in free throw percentage, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And they get it. And deep, Knight drops it in. Knight's got his second basket of the game.
How about Knight mixing it up on the inside? Not just a perimeter scorer, but getting in there close.
James, the pass to Baldwin. Kicks it out to Love. Here's Baldwin. A 3-ball. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Zizic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at him just a bit.
Shumpert dishes to James. Back to Shumpert. He kicks it to Rubio. He feeds it to Love. Outside Shumpert. The tray. And it's LeBron missing. Suns shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Pass to Zizic. And the rejection by Love.
Encouraging signs when Kevin Love is that intense on the defensive end. Swats that one away.
James against Crowder. James outside. He dishes it to Love. Phoenix grabs the miss. Zizic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Knight kicks to Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
And he makes that one. And it's 9 points for LeBron.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
Rubio against Knight. Feeds it to Crowder. Down low. Kicks it out to Booker. Outside Knight. They double him with Shumpert. For 3. Booker. Back to Knight. Pass to Zizic. There's the screen. On the wing, Booker. Tries again. Again, the miss by Booker.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it.
And the dunk by Love.
Well, if Kevin Love gets that deep and has that kind of room, he's going to make sure of it with the jam.
Knight against Rubio. We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. Here's a screen by Chris. And here's Booker from the arc. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. And it's 7 points for Devin Booker.
Booker's got great confidence from behind the arc. What an awesome outside shot that was.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they drain, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
Welcome back,
Show.
everybody. It's the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
Welcome back, everyone. The skyline of downtown Phoenix there, framed against the mountains rising up out of the desert. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Well, Phoenix shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Ian Booker pairing up with the 1 and the 2. Marquise Chris is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Zizic in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Booker shooting the ball immediately off the pass. Defense, really no chance.
Plays it up and banks it in. Rubio's got 5.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Here's Booker. That shot misses. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
Kevin Love, such a versatile offensive player who can pass, who can shoot with range. I like him looking to score inside to get himself going, and that's the way that the offense has tended to go. First quarter seems to belong to Kevin Love.
A shot by night, no good. Cleveland moving it around. Now here's James. 9 points in the game so far. They set the pick. Out to Shumpert. Three-pointer. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And you can't defend Kevin Love with smaller players. He can take him down on the block.
Well, he can back them up a little bit, Kevin. Then go to either hand. Use the right, use the left, and shoot the jump hook over the top. And then sometimes if he slows himself down, has a great pump fake. A good court awareness that time from Brandon Knight. He's a creative guard who has a good feel for when his guys are open.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Rubio right side. Pass to Baldwin. Just 5 on the clock. Shumpert in the corner. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that 1 miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
There's a screen by Chris. Rubio against Knight. Kicks it to Booker. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Right side Shumpert. James outside. They set the pick. The feed now to Love. To the inside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Back in 2008, Kevin Love was drafted with the 5th pick by Memphis and then traded to Minnesota, and he became the Timberwolves star player in a hurry. But they couldn't surround him with the kind of talent necessary to make it out of the lottery in the Western Conference.
Jackson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Iman Shumpert. And the Suns call time here. And despite his production, Love's impact was questioned in Minnesota, even at times, Brent, by the Wolves front office.
The idea in Minnesota is they didn't want to commit to the full 5-year max and had Ricky Rubio at the time as the franchise player. And even the whispers after the trade of Kevin Love, you heard a lot of things that might have been unflattering, most of which I don't think were necessarily true. In the end, the trade worked out for both teams. Wiggins got to Minnesota, the Cavs got a star in Kevin Love, and then ended up with a title.
On the wing, James, guarded by Jackson. Nice shot by James. James has got 11 points.
LeBron James' size just throwing guys away, and he knows he can get that shot up just about any time he wants it.
Knight with a screen on Love. It's Jackson with the drive. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And stolen by Knight. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Cleveland. The chosen one comes in for LeBron. And the foul called on Brandon Knight. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Here's Baldwin. 22 points for him. Screen by Howard. Baldwin the pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Hard to stay with Dwight Howard in the screen and roll situations, and he's also adept at reading the slip situations.
Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Knight dishes to Booker. There's a screen by Chris. Now here's Knight. Not a lot of room. Phoenix no good that time either.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
For Cleveland, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Brent, coming down the stretch of a tight game, some coaches like to substitute for offense and defense. Others don't. What would be your preference if you were coaching?
I think the idea has to totally do with matchups, Kevin. You're looking out on the floor. If all of a sudden the guy you want with the ball has a mismatch or an advantage, I'm going to stay away from any sort of timeout to give a coach 60 seconds to talk about something that he could probably shut down. I might not be able to be as creative as what's just happened in the flow of the game, and I'll trust my player to make the right play for me at that time.
Now the pass to Baldwin. Screen by Howard. Outside for Curry. Misses the 3.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
And it's Chris in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Chris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Baldwin, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
He's just so efficient, getting his points within the flow of the offense. Great recipe for success.
And here's Booker. 9 points in the game so far. Passes to Chris. Jackson kicks to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Chris. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A nice shot by Baldwin.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Booker. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. They grab their own miss. Dishes to Knight. Back to Booker. There's a screen by Chris. There's the pick. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Baldwin. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Booker with it. Pass to Zizic. Now the dish to Knight. Doubled by Howard. Kicks it out to Booker. It's good from long range. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
Here's Baldwin. Covered by Chris. Baldwin the pass to the chosen one. Baldwin kicks to Curry. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 8 points for him.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
And the pass to Zizic. And it's Chris in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. For the Cavaliers, Nerlens Noel checks in for the chosen one, and Tony Parker is subbed in for Ricky Rubio.
Devin Booker is flat out a scoring machine. He shoots a pretty decent percentage from everywhere on the floor.
Howard dishes to Noel. There's Parker with the 3. Baldwin kicks to Noel. Here's Howard. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Horford. Booker outside. Horford sets a screen for Booker. And the rejection by Noel. Horford good. Cleveland's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Feeds it to Howard. Osman. Guarded by Kerr. To the middle. Here's Ulis. And Parker with the block. Here's Baldwin. Defended by Booker. From down in the low post, it goes. Baldwin's got 13 points in the second half. Back to Ulis. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the rebound goes to Howard. Cavaliers shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Howard with this screen on Horford. Here's Baldwin, and he slams it one-handed.
Really like to see Howard involved in that screen, using his body to clear out plenty of space for his teammate.
Booker outside. Back to Ulis. Horford sets a screen for Ulis. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Howard against Horford. And Noel kicks to Parker. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen by Noel. Here's Baldwin. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Horford.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Bender, he's checked in for Jackson. And Jay Crowder's subbed in for Devin Booker. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. Here's Curry with the 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Shumpert looking to get other guys going. Finds the open man that time.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Back to Ulis, trying his luck deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Ulis has got 5 points in the quarter. Parker kicks to Noel. Curry passes to Shumpert. Now Howard. 9 points in the game so far. The feed to Noel. He kicks it to Shumpert. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, you got to prevent Shumpert from a straight line drive like that. You can't let him gut the defense that way.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
A different look now for Cleveland. Love comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's LeBron in for Seth Curry.
Well, Shumpert, an important piece to this basketball team. He comes in, does a lot of things well, and accepts the defensive responsibility that is placed on him.
Here's Crowder. He's got 5. Picked by Horford. Osmond. No good from outside.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Ulis, good. And here's James outside. That misses, would have counted had it gone in. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Cavaliers ahead, running away with it. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Well, Cleveland shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Nerlens Noel. He's out there at the Mon Shumpert. And it's Daniels in at the 2. Parker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Bender. Now, here's Ulis, covered by Parker. Ulis dishes to Bender. Back to Ulis. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Horford. That one wide left. And so here's Cleveland. Now here's Noel. And Shumpert kicks to Noel. Here's Daniels. Off target with his 3.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
They set the pick to the paint. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Schmidt. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Williams kicks to Bender. That is an era of shorter player contracts, sometimes with opt-outs after 1 or 2 years. Does that breed too much of a win-now mentality among teams?
Oh, so shorter contracts, Kevin, but taller players?
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Okay, all right. You know, it's interesting the way that teams want to set themselves up. Obviously, if you have a bona fide star, you want to do what you can to lock him up and have him as part of your organization and the concrete and the foundation for what you do moving forward. But a lot of guys certainly on the move and on loan for seasons where they want to take a shot at the true contenders.
Here's Horford. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Schmidt, and it's sent back by Horford.
Al Horford positioning himself perfectly and swats that shot away.
Down low. The shot will not fall.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
First personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Troy Daniels.
That free throw good from Daniels. The chosen one, he's checked in for Cleveland. And so he's able to get one of two. And Marvin Williams, for a long while, had been viewed as a tweener. You know, a player who was stuck somewhere, Greg, between the small and power forward positions.
Yeah, and for a lot of players, that is plenty to get you minutes. I mean, Williams has improved on his defense here later in his career, and hey, he's shot more threes, and it's really become a weapon for him over the course of his career.
The Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Passes it to De La Cruz. They set the pick. Osman traps in the tray.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Parker passes to Daniels. Outside jumper. Brent, when we look at some of the classic rivalries between teams, they don't always look as emotionally charged nowadays. Is there a way you think to get that back?
Well, the first thing I do, Kevin, is not try to manufacture anything. The second thing I would avoid is please don't bring up the Lakers-Celtics rivalries in the 80s. And the last thing I would make you conscious of is the fact that, look, players are moving around so often that it's hard to get years and years of the same matchup with the same guys on the roster. Now, look, accept the competition for what it is, and if we get another one where teams are facing one another more often, then let's enjoy it for what it is.
Parker drives in, pass to the chosen one. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
There's a good screen. Now, here's Ulis. He's covered by Daniels. 6 to shoot. Here's Williams, and it comes off the front of the rim.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Osman, guarded by Shumpert. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Brent, the NBA has a new CBA, now a collective bargaining agreement. How big a win is this for everyone involved?
I don't think the league has been in a better situation than it is right now, Kevin. And for the fact that labor discussions all took place behind closed doors without anything sneaking out underneath them, I think it was great for the league. It's been great for Adam Silver. It's been great for the Players Association. So it's nice to see the train keep rolling.
De La Cruz, covered by Parker. And here is Ulis, takes a three. Williams missing again. Outside jumper. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Marvin Williams.
Shumpert's such a good athlete. When he gets in there using his wiry frame, he can get the contact.
And he makes the first. The Suns making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. He feeds it to Ulis. Back to Jackson. Here's De La Cruz. Double team on Williams. Daniels kicks to Parker. Cleveland moving it around. The chosen one passes to Schmidt. Hey, Brent, with the size and speed of NBA athletes, could we see the court widened out at some point, whether it's the lane or even the boundaries widen?
That's a great question, Kevin. I often thought that the league should widen the court to the point where the 23-9 three-point line should be an exact semicircle.
Is the same, yes.
Which would extend the court another couple feet on each end and create more space, more driving opportunities, more room to watch the greatest athletes in the world do what they do best. That's run, jump, pass, and entertain us. So maybe the league looks at it right now. I don't think there's any plans for it, but it's a great question.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Over the decades, the way the league has grown, phenomenal, due in no small part to the leadership. Brent, what are some of the key traits you've seen of these two great NBA commissioners?
I think the one thing about both David Stern and Adam Silver that they have done a great job with is that they're approachable. There doesn't seem to be a time, at least in an NBA player's career, where they don't feel like they could either call the office and within maybe a day or two hear from somebody from the league office. But the fact that both David Stern and Adam Silver find their way out to arenas throughout the regular season, come to see every team, that approachability, I think, far and away sets those two gentlemen aside.
Well, that's some good O there. Always like to see them getting those interior looks.
Here's Howard, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And the foul called on the Phoenix Suns. During the pre-draft process, Brent, we're seeing more and more players refuse to work out for certain teams and for a variety of reasons. How would you feel about drafting a player who declined to work out for you?
I think I feel much better, Kevin, if I had a tremendous track record and confidence in the scouts that I have deployed throughout the season who've gone out and seen these players, not just once or twice, but 10 or 12 times over, where we could still make the assumption about what this player can do for our organization without having some personal time or the individualized workout. So it's up to your staff to do their diligence.
The chosen one passes to Howard. Just 5 to shoot. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Hard for the defense to deal with the massive size of Howard. That kind of D does not affect a big guy like him in the slightest.
Kicks to Bender. There's a screen by Williams. The wide open look here for Ulis. Off target from three-point range. Cavaliers shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Phoenix has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Tries a three, drains the three-pointer. Ulis has got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, maybe the shot selection in the first half took him out of a rhythm, but in the second half, he's making everything.
The chosen one passes to Howard. Hey, Brent, in other sports, later draft picks often become all-star level players. That seems to be much more rare in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
I'm not sure, Kevin, and there are a lot of great finds for NBA teams in the second round and even late into the second round as guys who make solid contributions not only to their team right away because they might be more mature players that are passed over because the young guys show potential. I think that scouts do a great job of finding that rare talent. Maybe they're selected a little bit more early than they would be in previous drafts. There's much more information out there for GMs to get at.
Dishes it to Jackson. Pass to Williams. Now here's Ulis, covered by Parker. Ulis kicks to Jackson. Goes up the baseline. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Howard's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Got a piece of it.
And Bender really using that 9'3" standing reach to block these shots. Just a towering presence.
Dwight Howard, after number 15.
The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. Well, Phoenix shooting 40% in the fourth. Inside. Ulis, good.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
The pass to the chosen one. In the corner, Daniels. From outside, off the mark.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
Jackson, a screen on Shumpert. Here's Ulis. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
Here's Shumpert. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Shumpert mixing it up, does a good job of taking the contact and then shooting over the top of the defense.
And we're seeing more athletes use cross-training to improve their strength and conditioning. Back in the day, did you play any sports outside of basketball to improve your results?
Kevin, if I asked you if surfing helped my basketball, would you say yes?
Well, in your regard, I would say yes. It did help balance, right?
Yes.
What about that?
Hey, I should have surfed a lot more then, Kevin.
Ulis kicks to Bender. Here's the screen. Off the pick. That shot off the mark.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
Now here's Howard. He's guarded closely. The chosen one passes to Daniels. Ball stolen.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Parker has such speed and creativity, just causes the defense fits in terms of how to properly guard him.
Noel's checked in for Cleveland. The Suns shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Williams a screen. Jackson dishes to Williams. 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here's Ulis, covered by Parker, and he gets it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Cavaliers on offense. He dishes it to Daniels. Back to Parker. Daniels kicks to Parker. Feeds it to Howard. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Daniels. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Ulis with it. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Tony, what was going good for you offensively tonight?
I think the ball movement was great tonight, but I think the main thing for us is to play great defense. Defensively, we have to be at our best, and everybody has to help, and I think tonight we did a great job.
Really got it going when you needed to. Thanks, Tony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.